Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 7895 Gaming. Tim here, and today we're playing a little bit of a classic. One from my childhood, but a little ramped up. Sorry, I'm just going to pause that for 1 second. A little ramped up. We are playing Space Quest 1, the Sarien Encounter. However, it is the VGA version and not the EGA version. You might be asking, if you have never played Space Quest, what is the difference? VGA was made at a different time with a different system, whereas EGA was made using their Sierra Creative Interpreter. It's kind of like the... Sorry, that's a little incorrect, but basically, long story short, is EGA uses old text-based system, the text parser, and VGA uses the point-and-click interface. So that is the main difference. It also just has a graphical update, and I just enjoy it a lot more. I've played both of them. This one has always stuck with me. So let's just watch the intro, and I'll be quiet for a little bit. I'm going to turn that down, though. It's a little loud. Roger Wilco in. The Sarien Encounter. Sorry, I'm just adjusting that still. You got Ken Williams as the executive producer. Bill Davis is the director, and of course you have the two guys from Andromeda, Mike Scott and Scott Murphy, and Mark Crow, I should say. My apologies. There's Scott Murphy, and there's Mark Crow. You might be asking why I'm waiting so long. It's because there's actually a little bit of a backstory to this. Ah, finally. The giant floating chicken. And a praying mantis. As we join our story, the crew of the Arcada is returning home to Xenon after a successful mission developing the star generator. Exhilarated by their accomplishments, they're oblivious to the fact that the sinister craft approaches rapidly from behind. And the praying mantis got the floating roasted chicken. And that's basically where we begin. So, it'll load up here in a second. Oop, alright, that's weird. Oh, jeez. Somewhat... I'm gonna just change the wording here. A somewhat excited research droid buzzes by in a tiz. Perhaps you could provide some relaxation therapy instructions to reduce its level of tension. I'm pretty sure when you're being boarded by an alien ship, the last thing you're thinking of is really calming down and listening to some relaxing therapy instructions. I am going to adjust the volume again. I apologize. This game's a little haphazard with the volume. So just bear with me a moment. There we go. I will say, before we get any further, that... no, let's just get into it. It's fine. You're startled by the sound of an alarm breaking through it. The intercom crackles with the frightened voice of a technician shouting that the Arcada has been boarded by unknown intruders. The transmission ends abruptly in a soundstorm of white noise, soon overtaken by a cold din of silence. You hear the overly cheerful voice of the ship's computer saying, "Destruct sequence is engaged. 15 minutes till detonation." Goody! Alright. The Space Quest games were probably one of my favorites growing up. I did love Sierra's game style and everything. It's just, this is what I had at the time, and honestly, it was a phenomenal game just to get you into gaming. These buttons don't appear to be functioning properly. Great. Fantastic. But, like, just the sense of being a hero out in space and, you know, solving these puzzles and trying to save the world was something that just appealed to me. Oh, a door opens and a young man you recognize as one of the head lab scientists stumbles into the room. He appears to be in serious need of Abdo-Seal abdomen filler. After only a few steps, he hits the floor with a disconcerting thud. Ew, that doesn't sound good. Alright. You should talk to yourself to learn nothing you didn't already know. Alright. His lips move. The star generator is in danger. Your Arcada is under attack. You'd better get off this scow if you value your life, Wilco. Just before his systems cease function, he looks over towards the shelf of cartridges and utters the words "astral bodies." With one last gasp, his lifeless form slumps to the floor. Okay, that's important. Astral bodies is going to be an important password that we need in order to access this machine. However, I'm just going to visit over this way first, just to check something. Hold on 1 second. Hello? There we go. Okay. You hear footsteps. That's not good. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Woo! Those are Sariens. If they had spotted me, they would have shot me. It's all that remains of Jerry, one of the few techno dudes aboard who sometimes tolerated your company. Your low clearance excluded you from ever visiting him during the performance of his duties in the elegant lower levels of the Arcada deck. Oh, that's really sad. Let's frisk him. You search Jerry's body and find a keycard. Oh, I'm really sorry, Jerry. But, I suppose at least... Oh, no. Am I going to be able to make it in time? Oh, God. Boof! Oh, I am surprised I did not get shot there. But yeah, that's really sad. Sorry, Jerry. Alright, so basically, this was Sierra's way of making sure that you had bought the game legally, as to basically put in these password protections. So this is the data card retrieval system. I have my handy dandy book here that I got from Good Old Games, so we are going to go boop, and then we're going to type that, and do the little backwards H, and then another one of these, I believe. There we go. Cartridge found, now retrieving. I love the little DEX cartridge retrieval unit. He's so cute. Here you go. Have a nice day. I feel really bad. He's gonna blow up with the ship. That makes me really sad. Oh, God. Let's just save. Tim. I mean, he's just trying to do his job. He probably doesn't realize what's about to happen, but like... Oh, it breaks my heart that he's... Oh, you hear footsteps. Thank you. It breaks my heart that he's, Oh! God. That he's just gonna blow up and nobody's gonna be around. Failing to notice anything or anyone, in particular in this room, the Sarien guards decide to check elsewhere. Way to go, Roger. You're on the wrong level to do that. I love that the game can do that. It's just like, how can you do this? You're cheating, man. You cheat. Oh, great heavens! The base of the star generator's research pedestal has apparently been trashed by the vandals who stole the generator. Oh, but what's this thing? You find a small but heavy device affixed to the base of the star generator platform. It appears to be a magnet. This must be how the aliens upset the force field protecting the generator. Hey, what? No, I wasn't trying to touch Roger. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter, game. Alright, so that's kind of disappointing, but we got the magnet. Oh, hi, buddy. How's it going? Well, so long. You hear footsteps. Well, they're not going to see me. See ya. Alright, so we've got the magnet. We've got the cartridge that was Astro Bodies. Unfortunately, he's dead. And we got the key card that we need. So we basically have most of the things we need to get off this ship. You hear footsteps. Oh my lord. Am I going to get blown away here? Okay, let's get inside. Oh! Twice now we've narrowly avoided getting shot. Oh my goodness. Alright, we got lots of time. We got 11 minutes on here. Let's just resave that. I know I shouldn't save over my old saves, but that's fine. Oh! On the screen is some green dude you've never seen the likes of. He seems to be talking, but the audio is out of this area of the ship. So, little secret here, you hear footsteps. You're not going to be able to cross here in time without them shooting you, so you gotta hide behind here. Provided they don't come from this direction. Failing to notice anyone? Yep, we dodged them. See ya! Also, do you like this little thing? The architects must have been low on oxygen when they came up with this design scheme for this compartment. It's a gigantic tribute to an ancient but still functional control device. It's a joystick, and that's a mouse. And I'm assuming that's supposed to be some sort of a keyboard. But that's a really cute little thing that they put in there. Because you could actually play some of the original games on the joysticks. God help you if you did, but like, it was possible. These buttons are locked in position. It's probably just as well. You might live longer due to having no clue as to their purpose. Well, I'd like to use them. Open bay doors or close bay doors? Well, let's open them. And now we've created a way to get out of here. And unfortunately, we need to get out of here using the key card. And thankfully, we have it because of poor Jerry, the techno dude. You slide the keycard into the slot, the lock releases with a satisfying click, and the elevator door slides open. Well, peace out, Cub Scouts. Now, we need to get a couple of things in here before we leave. Well, that was a little jarring. One is a sort of gadget in the drawer. You take it, and that will come in handy a little later. It's a universal translator. A spacesuit hangs in the closet. The helmet sits on top of the shelf. Well, let's take those. Probably a good idea, considering that we open the bay doors. We probably don't want to die. You know, just saying. There are no controls on this panel. It's populated only by gauges and readouts. Well, we've opened the bay doors, so we might as well just get out of here. And I don't think the Sariens can come down here because they don't have key cards to access these elevators. So we should be completely good here. I'm going to save just in case. Oddly enough, Tim too, You can actually fall off of the platform and die here. It's happened before. We don't gotta talk about that. Okay. Thank you. Most important. Oh, let's take a quick look around. Survival kit contains the basics for deep space travel. All right. Inside the Arcada's escape pod is not exactly packed with luxurious appointments. However, when it comes to saving one's posterior, the pod is as good as it rolls. Or as good as a rolls, like a Rolls Royce. This is the auto nav button. When operative, it allows the pod to navigate to the closest habitable planet. It's like habitable hole. This button is not to be pressed at any time. This is the power button for the escape pod. Well, let's put on our seatbelt first, and let's push the power button. Let's push the button that we don't need to push. You will need to leave launch bay first. Oh, well then why did you say I couldn't push the button, huh? As you slide the throttle forward, you can feel the Arcadia start to move. Start to bank really quick. That was not 15 minutes, I'm just gonna say. We had, what, a crisp 9 minutes on the board and it still blew up within 30 seconds? That doesn't seem right. Hello, game? I mean, this is beautiful, but alright. Let's do a quick save because we are going to test that little button here just for shits and giggles. Let's push the do not press button. You have a feeling you shouldn't have pressed that button. Gee. Oh my god, we're tripping balls. Wow. Oh! Whoops! Isn't this Quest for the Longbow, I think, from Sierra? Ouch! I think we got some serious organ damage here. All of them, of course, could easily be replaced in the time period from which you've just arrived. However, a quick scenery check reveals that you are now in the Dark Ages. The only transplant you'll get from here is from carcass to spit over flame. As you draw a few final lungfuls of oxygen through your newly acquired sucking chest wound, you gleefully notice that the final resting place is near beautiful Nottingham Castle, universally renowned for its inclusion in Sierra's conquest of the longbow. Oh my goodness, you're shocked to hear some highly inflammatory language making it into your auditory canals. It must be from some uncivilized ruffians nearby in the pub. Well, you're dead again. We've even warned you not to push that button. You have no one to blame but yourself for having to sit through a plug for another fine Sierra product. Maybe you'll follow directions next time. Thanks for playing and all that stuff. Well, this is a perfect time as any to leave this episode where it is. Thank you everybody for watching. Check out my other content on 7895's gaming channel. And until next time, we'll see you around. Have a good one.